Word on the street is you're interested in learning about embroidery, but you're not quite sure where to begin. Hi, I'm Jennifer. Let's make something special. In this video, we'll learn 2 beginner embroidery stitches, the running stitch and the seed stitch. In my last video, we talked about the basic supplies you would need to do embroidery. I'll link to that video in the description box below. Needle, fabric, floss, hoop, scissors. Are you ready? Awesome! We're going to start by putting the fabric in the hoop. And getting some embroidery floss. I like to use a water-soluble marker for embroidery. I write right on the fabric, and later, after I'm done stitching, I just spritz it with some water and the writing goes away. If you don't have one of these, don't worry about it. You could always use a pencil. But isn't it cool? All right, let's begin with the running stitch. I start by threading my needle, putting the 2 loose ends through the eye of the needle. You'll see why in a second. Come in through the back and over the top on that line. I pull the thread almost all the way, and there is the halfway marking loop. I pull the thread through that hoop, and look at that! I've got an invisible knot. All right, my running stitch, you're going to make equal length stitches in front and behind. You just go up and down. Typically my stitches are about 1/8 of an inch long. There's 2 ways you can go about this. You can simply go in from the top through to the back, or you could weave your needle up and down a few times in one swoop. After you do this for a little bit, you'll start to figure out which method you prefer. In this example, on the left, I'm using the full 6 strands of embroidery floss, but on the right, I'm only using 1 strand that's doubled. Can you see the difference? Now, what can you do with your running stitches? Well, I thought it would be fun to take this little pouch that I have, and I'm gonna just underline the phrase that's on this pouch. I use my water-soluble marker to make lines where I'm going to do my stitches. Put the inner hoop inside the pouch and the outer hoop outside the pouch. All right, I've got some floss. Thread the needle. This time I'm using the full embroidery thread, so I'm not doubling it up. I'm making my stitches equal length and equal distance apart. It kind of gives the look of a dotted line. Once it's all done, I tie a knot and clip the ends. Turn it right side out, and I give a spritz on that water-soluble marker, and the ink just disappears. I really like how the running stitch gives an underline to the phrase on that little pouch. Now let's try the seed stitch. Seed stitch is great for filling in a predefined shape. In this sample piece, I'll draw a basic leaf shape. I come up from the back and down. The key to doing a good seed stitch is being mindful of making it look random. Come back, not in the exact same spot, not in the exact same direction. It almost looks like sprinkles that were on top of a cupcake. All right, it looks like it's all filled in, so I flip it over and on the back I make a knot. And give the threads a little snip. And there you have it. I almost forgot. There's still that disappearing ink. The only way to make it go away is to give it a little spritz of water. We'll really see this work defined once we get rid of that ink. I think seed stitch would be great for visible mending. Here you have it, the seed stitch on the left and the running stitch right next to it. I encourage you, go out there, try your running stitch, try your seed stitch, come up with a cool design. I'm really interested to hear what you think. Leave a comment below and let me know. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and you can click subscribe and even ring that bell to be notified every week when my videos are posted. Thanks for watching.